Oh, am I recording?
What?
Wait. Am I?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, hi! We're in Costa Rica now. We're in Drake's Bay currently.
Yes.
And we were supposed to be in Drake's Bay, so that's good, but a few things went wrong along the way. If you have read our blog post, you would know that. But if not, we're telling the video version now, just in case you don't like reading that long expert that I made.
It's pretty good.
If you'd like to read it, it is pretty good. But anyways, yeah, so we left. Oh no, okay. We're still trying to figure out this vlog camera, so bear with us. We were at Zach's parents' house about a week ago now, saying goodbye to everybody. And the first thing that went wrong was our first flight, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, we booked it for the 7th, and
I did not think we booked it for the 7th. I swear to God we booked it for January 8th, but apparently not. It was January 7th and it was our very last day, and I went to go check us in like normal and it simply would not let me. So I was messing around with just about everything until Zach took one single look at it and saw that the date was January 7th, and we were sitting there on January 7th. 12 hours past the departure time, so that was not good.
No.
So yeah, that felt kind of crappy that our very first task was failed for a year's worth of travel.
But it all worked out in the end because the flight got canceled, and
Somehow, it really was not that bad of weather, but after looking for a while, it said that it had been canceled.
Mhm.
I don't know how.
Someone did something, I guess. But
Deep.
thank you.
Someone did something for us. Yeah, so then they ended up rebooking it for us the next day, and we were freaking out though beforehand because the tickets were like $1,000, and we didn't realize that the flight was canceled. So
It was
I called United, and because it was their fault technically, even though we never checked in or anything, they paid the $1,000 difference, which was really good and made me feel a lot better. So yeah, we got to San Jose on
January 8th,
yes,
and then
like we were supposed to in the first place. We went to Costa Rica Backpackers Hostel, and that was really fun.
It was.
Yeah.
I got my first legal beer.
Yes, he got his first legal beer. He kept trying to find unique beers, but they were all just Imperial.
It's pretty good.
So that was interesting, yeah.
I recommend Imperial beer.
For all of you who have never heard of Imperial beer, it is now Zach's favorite, I guess. Imperial Silver.
Close.
Oh,
Close.
what's the first?
The first favorite is
Cascade Fog.
Cascade Fog.
In Washington, Cascade Fog is a great beer if you haven't had it. Anyways, we were in San Jose at the hostel. We didn't really do much in San Jose simply because we were exhausted from the flight and all of the stress from thinking that we weren't going to get here from missing our flight.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just stayed at the hostel. We had a wonderful Uber driver named Fabio who continuously laughed at Zach's first efforts to speak Spanish. So that was entertaining.
¿Tú hablas inglés?
And he quickly answered no. So that was an interesting ride. But my Spanish has gotten a lot better than what I thought it was. Compared to when I went to Peru the first time, my Spanish is a lot better. So we're actually getting somewhere this time. I'm not depending on many other people, so that's good.
I'm depending on Sydney.
That's all right. Everyone takes turns in the world, so. Yeah, and so the next day we had to get down to Drake's Bay, and that's pretty far down south from San Jose, so it required us to take a 6 to 7 hour bus ride and then a 2-hour boat ride, which was very fun. But then we also had to do a half-hour hike after that, which was quite interesting.
That's when it got really fun.
So we woke up quite early that day.
And
we got breakfast. We didn't care to ask how long it would take to make that breakfast. And it took a solid half hour. So we were quite worried we were going to miss the bus.
Yes.
But we continued to sit there because I didn't want to seem rude. So yeah, we ate the burrito, and it was probably
the best burrito I think I've ever had.
It was genuinely so good.
It was.
I don't know
very
why,
good.
because it was just like eggs, rice, beans, and like I think it's probably the
There's some
seasonings they
cheese.
used.
Some cheese in
Maybe
there.
some cheese,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was 10 out of 10 It was
Would
a very
recommend.
good breakfast.
Yeah.
But we ate it in 1 solid minute and that's it. We were like choking on our food and then we rushed to go get an Uber. We got the very last 2 tickets on the bus, thank God, again.
We sat in the handicap seats and
the seat was broken, so Zach was basically squatting the whole time.
I kept reclining and there was a little girl behind me that kept pulling on my seat.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were just being an ass and like repeatedly reclining on the child.
Nope. She kept pulling on the seat and I kept going back and she thought it was funny because I kept looking back and I was like, what's going on?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being a jerk, kind of. Just like, you know.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah, 6 to 7 hour bus ride. Honestly, it was pretty good. It was like $15 and it was really comfortable. So that wasn't too bad. We stopped in a few places like Capos and that looked like a really interesting place.
Yeah.
But
Capos was a good stop.
yeah, that was good. And then we got off the bus. We had like 15 minutes to get onto the boat. And that went well. We got on. They had to like call everybody's names of, you don't make reservations ahead of time. You just, once you get off the bus, you run over to the little stand for the boat and
Put your name down
yeah.
and where you're going. And
No, you don't even put your name down. It's just where you're going. They're like, what's your lodge? And I was just like, Rio Agu. I couldn't even remember hardly what I told them.
Yeah.
Rio Agujitas Farm. Great place.
Well, we don't know because we never went.
We never got there. But anyways, they told them that we had 2, and they called everybody's location but ours, which was probably a sign from the gods that we shouldn't be going there. Every single time I mentioned this place that we were going, everyone was like, oh. So I probably should have taken some
context clues.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of picked up on the vibe. But
that's okay.
the boat ride was very enjoyable. We got to sit up front and it was very interesting how they drove the boat. One dude was in the back driving and another dude was sitting on top in the front directing the driver. So that was fun.
But he wasn't really directing. He just had his vape in one hand and his phone in the other. And he was blowing O's while everyone was sitting in the back. And they had it on full speed as we went through the Pacific Ocean, flopping around. They were late. I have a feeling that was probably why.
Yeah.
We were very late.
Yeah.
Hence us never getting to our housing.
Yes. We were,
That's right.
how many, 30 minutes late or something?
At least 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
And which didn't seem that bad, but I didn't realize how early the sun went down.
5:30.
I don't know why. I was thinking like, yeah, at home it goes down at that time, but I don't know if this was like dumb thinking, but I thought because it was closer to the equator that it would be more daylight. Okay, hear me out. Because when you're in the very North Pole during certain times of the year, it'll be completely dark and other times, so it's like the tilt towards the sun is further away, but because it's closer to the equator, I thought it'd be tilted more towards the sun, thus longer days, so it wouldn't really be impacted by the season. I swear that's correct. So, if someone's really into astronomy, let me know, because I swear that's a thing. Anyways, didn't work out. It was like 5:30 by the time we got there. Yeah, and we still had that half-hour, 45-minute hike. And it was about dark already once we got off of the boat, and we hardly knew where we were going.
No.
So that didn't go well. And we had 2 very heavy bags on our back.
Yes.
We tried contacting our host.
Multiple times, and with no avail, we decided that it was best to hike in the dark. So we got our bags.
Which I know family listening to this is probably not happy with
We
that.
started hiking
But
up.
like, I didn't know what else to do. We didn't know where to go.
We didn't. But the sun started dropping, and we took our bags, started hiking up, and started to get real dark real fast. I had my handy dandy little headlamp that is now our backing light. So for those of you who don't know, now you know.
Backing light, meaning he has his headlamp on a mirror right now looking at us so that there's actually some light in our room right now. It's a very good setup. I'm sure you'll see it at the end, but...
So we started hiking up. And I don't know. I started getting stressed.
He did.
And then
Which is fair.
Sydney took a little tumble.
That was like, we were probably a kilometer in at that point. That was what my Google Maps said. He's been upset that I've been saying kilometers instead of miles, but I'm not converting it for him. But yeah, we got like kilometer in.
Kilometer. We were 5 minutes away from reaching our destination.
No. We were 5 minutes away from reaching the hiking trail.
Oh.
That wasn't even the destination.
Oh.
Which I think I kind of avoided saying.
Oh.
But we were still on the road at that point, hiking in the dark, because it was like this dirt road, and we looked kind of crazy at that point. But we were 5 minutes from the hiking trail, and I ended up taking a bit of a tumble because we were in the dark. And if anyone knows me well, my eyes do not work well in the dark at all.
She's very clumsy too.
I am, so that doesn't really add up to be a good thing. But yeah, I gashed my knee
Why
pretty
did
bad.
we hike in the dark?
I don't know. But I gashed my knee pretty bad. I ripped off my toenail, so that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fun.
And then I remembered that our housing
doesn't have running water or electricity. And so we would be camping out under a pavilion in a tent.
in the rainforest.
And because there's no running water, we would have to bathe under a waterfall and in the river. And to avoid infection,
I decided that wasn't a good idea.
no.
He immediately tried playing doctor, like right in the middle of the road in the dead of night. I let him like wash it off and everything, but I'm like, we should probably just get somewhere before it gets even later and we don't know where we are.
Attacked by tigers or something.
There's no tigers here.
Alright.
At least in the middle of the... But anyway, I'm sure there's something. But that was the main thing. It's like, once it was that dark and we were going to have to go onto a hiking trail, some people might be okay with that, but we have such little knowledge of like the night, like, or even just the wildlife in general here. Like, I would have much rather had it be in the middle of the day or with the guy who was supposed to pick us up. That would have been great. But yeah. So we turned around. We decided that was the best idea. We went back into town, which wasn't too far. Like I said, a kilometer. Kilometer down. And we asked a few hostels for a place to stay. I think it would just be beneficial if you learned how to use kilometers and meters. It's really not.
Alright.
And the whole else of the world uses it, so. Yeah, so we got down, we found a few hostels, they had no availability, and then finally we found one woman who was closing up her office, and she had one more bed left, thank God, but it was $50 a night, which was not great, but...
The crazy thing is, I paid for the room and card, and when I looked at the bank statement, it said it was charged twice. So I messaged her in the morning, and I was like, hey, you charged me twice by accident, can you refund one of the $50? And she told me that because the Wi-Fi was bad, the first payment didn't go through. And so I was like, okay. I looked at my bank statements again, and I was fully refunded.
For both.
For both.
So we didn't pay.
For the
Once
first
again,
night.
I don't know who's protecting us, but it's like all of these close calls or like getting worried about our bank account ends up working somehow. So I don't know if we had to like learn 25 lessons in the first 72 hours, yet have no repercussions. I have no idea. But it was just like, we had to learn these things now, but also not get so scared that we have to go back home, which we both thought about for a second, but never spoke out loud, thankfully. But yeah, we found that hostel. We stayed there a couple nights, but we only paid for one, which was fantastic. And she was super nice.
Yeah.
But what was her name?
Menar.
Menar.
M-E-N-A-R.
He has her number. They've texted a few times about possible places we could stay or like people doing work exchanges. So that was really helpful. Zach also has a new best friend named Frank.
Frank is great. Let me introduce you to Frank.
Frank's not, what? No. If this video cuts to a video of Frank, I'm so sorry.
It's going to.
No.
Yeah.
We're not going back down. Frank sits outside of a restaurant next to us, and Zach has adopted him as his new best friend and talks to him every morning and night. Yeah, so that's been fun. He has a lot of interesting life stories.
Frank is a very...
He's in his like 70s or 60s.
unique man. I will say that.
He lived in the United States for a little bit.
Mhm.
Got a DUI.
Yeah.
part. But he's very nice.
Very nice.
Has helped many people, according to his stories. I don't know. I think I believe him. Because he's also said bad things. So it's like, it seems a pretty equal field. I don't know why he would make up both good and bad about himself. Yeah, but he's very nice. And he's helped us out a lot as well. He's given us numbers and things.
He's given us places to reach out to in case
we need
stuff goes wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been quite an adventure. We've had to change hostels a couple times just to find a cheaper place to stay. So we're in this one right now. And it's really nice. It's only $25 a night and we have our own room and there's air conditioning and a bathroom. So that's like really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for the 4 nights we ended up paying like, it was probably like $50 each. Yeah.
For the 4 nights it was like 30. 37.
That was for the 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I paid 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It was like $50 each for 4 nights, which is not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, so now we're here and we ended up applying to a ton of different hosts and it didn't take for a long time, so we were really freaking out about what we were going to do next, not going to lie. Even though we told our parents, we probably weren't freaking out. I'm not sure what you told your parents, but...
I said that I was having a good time.
I think I said the same. I was like, it's so beautiful. Meanwhile, we were in our hotel room freaking out the whole time. I didn't really see daylight for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, we have nowhere to go. But yeah, we found a place. It's in La Fortuna. That's up back north, and it's where I wanted to go originally, but I didn't think we would ever find housing up there. It's very touristy, which is okay.
Yeah.
We have our own beds, and we have AC and a shower.
And Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so we'll actually be able to work, which is a big reason why we have not posted anything for the first week. Even though I thought I was going to, I had no connection. But yeah. That's about what our first week has been. There's been power outages a lot. Also the water will stop working sometimes. There's been thunderstorms and some cockroaches. I might put in a video of Zach taking his nightly... What is that?
That's about how big they were.
Oh, that's how big the cockroaches were. They're quite fast.
Oh my god.
They crawl on the walls sometimes. You'll see them coming out of the cracks. Mom, if you're watching this, just ignore that part. I don't think if you visit here we would be in this specific place anyway. There's no cockroaches. There are sloths though. I haven't seen them, but...
I did see monkeys.
Yeah, there are monkeys on the power lines.
The colorful parrots. Macaws?
Yes.
I think they're called.
Zach learned today that macaws and parrots are the same thing. He was talking to a German couple and they
Michael
said, oh, have
and
you seen
Laura.
the macaws? And he said, no, I've seen the parrots. No, I've seen them.
I don't get what's so funny about that.
I don't know. But yeah, talking to some other tourists, I guess, have been really interesting because most of them are from Europe here.
Yeah.
Hearing their perspectives about the United States has been really cool and sad. Even though we've already known what others view. Mostly just about how much we're kind of screwed over with healthcare, education, that kind of stuff. But they loved visiting the United States. Even though it was really expensive compared to everywhere else, they always say it's very beautiful. So we have that going for us.
They were in Newark, New Jersey.
And they said that was the most beautiful place they've been in the whole world. So nothing compares to Maplewood, New Jersey. To those who live in Maplewood, New Jersey, no, I don't hate Maplewood, New Jersey. I really like it, actually. It's quite pretty. But
nothing compares.
Nothing.
Nothing compares.
Anything else you'd like to share? Or is that about
That's
72?
Yeah, the last 72 hours.
Yeah. We might put some extra videos in here, I'm not sure yet.
We'll do a little edit of us.
Maybe on the boat.
Yeah.
Some other things. Just some short clips at the end.
Just all
and us
mashed
completely
together.
failing to set up this camera because we've never used it before, so bear with us. I'm thinking the videos will get more and more interesting as time goes on, but I just wanted to do a little intro one for y'all. And yeah. Thanks for sticking around. We will see y'all soon. Okay.
Alright, bye.
Can you cut it? Okay, I'll cut it. Bye.
Alright. Oh, it's get blurry. Oh, here she comes.
Hi.
Hi. I was just testing it out to see if you can hear the music above.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Sounds good.
I like the little setup. How's it look?
Oh, it looks great.
Right?
Yeah.
But
fantastic.
it doesn't.
The lighting kind of sucks ass.
I know, that's the first thing I was saying.
Why don't you open up?
Well, because they walked by and I got self-conscious and I was like, I'm gonna look crazy.
Let me see. Who walked by?
Alondra?
Yeah, you do look kind of crazy in here. Does it look better or worse?
I don't know. We'll see. I just had to
You can get your can get your headlamp and put it up here. Wait. Where is it? This thing?
Yeah.
Might blind you. Does it blind you?
Platinum white in this though.
That looks horrible.
We have to do it from further away.
I wonder if I can like go over here. Oh, that's good. How's that look? It looks better.
We gotta.
Does it look better?
I have to. I don't know.
That 100% looks better.
That's the little setup that we have.
I think it looks good.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright, so we had a little change of plans. Sorry, it's a mess right now. Oh. There I am. Hello. Oh, it's kind of dirty. Fogged up there. Say hello, Sydney.
What's up?
Say hello.
Hello.
We are. Oh. Wow.
You're doing really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It keeps fogging up.
It's very humid out here.
I don't know if you can see, but this is Costa Rica. We met a very nice man named Frank. And we've been staying at number 4 in this hostel. It's very beautiful. It's very humid. Okay, now I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
We have an hour and 13 minutes of SD card space.
Oh, that's good. I
Yeah.
think this might be okay for it.
And, when you record it zooms in really slow instead of just like normal
That's good.
photos.
So it's not making you dizzy. or
Exactly,
anything.
yeah.
How about you?
Wait.
How about you just...
Hi.
Oh!
It's upside down.
How do you know?
Because this thing's supposed to be fuzzy up top.
How do you zoom in?
Use that, yeah. And then it...
Oh, it's
super slow.
It's really dramatic, though.
I know. And then, is there a thing on the bottom so we can screw in like a little tripod?
There is.
Oh
yeah.
my god. And then, let me... Oh my god, we're vloggers
Oh
now.
my god! Alright, turn it off.
Alright. How do I do that? Okay.
I don't know.